Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watched this video, to stay tuned on in towards the end of the video because I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that you won't want to miss. It's been running since I mentioned it, $20 up. There's so much more room for this to go upwards, especially based off of price analysis, price targets, and so much more. So stay tuned for this ticker symbol. You definitely want to add to your watch list. And let's jump on into this. NNDM stock, Nano Dimensions stock, is actually moving kind of sideways, even after slightly dipping and breaking through the support, right? So let's go ahead and see our new support and resistance based off of today's price action. But I do want us to look at ARK Invest position, right? So we've been seeing a constant correlation, right? Before last year, since like the middle of the year, all the way towards the end of the year, even the beginning of this year, ARK Invest was just loading up on NNDM, and lately they've been selling a lot. So let's go ahead and see this. So here we are. NNDM, they have 6,901,320 shares, and today they have 6,866,700 shares, right? RQ 330, right? So from yesterday to today, they've gone down a total amount of about 40,000 shares. That's something to keep in mind. We're getting closer to the 100,000s. I would be alarmed if it gets there, but so far, let's just call it repositioning. ARK Invest is also focusing on ARKX. We got things to see there, right? Or excuses to give right now for now. So for ARKW on the 29th, they had 5,654,651 shares. And ARKW today on the 30th, they have 5,642,609 shares. So when we look at that difference, it's gone down by a few thousand, right? Almost 8,000 shares. So in total, they've sold about 50,000 shares. It's interesting to me to see this type of movement, okay? If they were to sell hundreds of thousands collectively or, in each one, I would be alarmed. I really would. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to see this type of repositioning and these slow movements because of, readjusting their portfolio. And as the market starts to stabilize or move back upwards, once we figure everything out, and there isn't as much volatility, I think NNDM is going to keep growing in these portfolios, right? The position that ARK Invest is going to keep on taking. We got to see. So NNDM stock is in bearish territory. The 50-day moving average is 840. The support here is 769. Anything below that is bearish. We need to watch this carefully because we're already in bearish territory, and that's just confirming it. And if the bulls try to reappear, or are the bears tearing it down even more, right? That's the lowest point that we reached today, so you want to keep that in mind. Now, our resistance is 847. Anything above that is bullish because we've broken through the 50-day moving average, and the bulls have broken through the highest point in this slight recovery upward momentum and movement. So 847 needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can reach up to newer highs and new resistance levels. So I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of this, pay close attention to this, and keep this in mind. So 847 definitely needs to be broken through by the bulls to go ahead and reach newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out with the YouTube channel and the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it very much. It lets me know you value my time and the effort I put into these videos. Stay tuned till the end because I do have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that I don't want you guys to miss. So today's ticker symbol is PDD, Pinduoduo. I definitely recommend every single investor and viewer to check them out. Go to their website to learn more about them. But let's go ahead and see their chart. So here I have their chart pulled up. We're going to look at it when I mentioned it and how I mentioned it. So I mentioned it over at the Patreon, right? I have the post here, and I posted some EV stocks as well because they were getting hit by the chip shortages. plus these tensions with China. But Pinduoduo was just getting hit because of these tensions, which I knew and felt the conviction they were going to be temporary. But we always want to have that with a grain of salt, because these tensions, quote unquote, can become a reality, right? Of getting delisted or China-based stocks getting pressure, anything like that. Now, I started off the post by saying that if you guys remember last year's tensions with China-based stocks, you would have an idea that all those China-based stocks are still here, right? That was the first thing I wanted to plant in everyone's mind and understand. Now, they're speculative because these tensions could actually hurt the stocks, these quote-unquote tensions. But if it's temporary, this pullback is an opportunity, and that's what I look for. I look for pullbacks that are opportunities. Now, these pullbacks that are actually opportunities, I like to find them at the best moment, or at least as close to the best moment. So if you guys want to know what ticker symbols I'm watching and joining over at the Patreon, you can. The link is down below. With us investors and myself, you'll be able to learn more about the market. You're also going to get more opportunities on these different stocks. And at 13 cents a day, right, I have a tier there that's going to get filled up pretty quickly as soon as people start realizing, I know the market's pulling downwards and these opportunities to go ahead and invest more are getting tighter. But if you want to become a maximizing profit and minimizing losses type of investor, you can join me, because that is my goal, and that's what I look for to go ahead and share with you guys opportunities. Okay, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. So what is it that I liked about this the most? So this tensions were kind of speculative, and it was a temporary pullback in my eyes, but we always got to take it with a grain of salt because we don't know what could happen. So Pinduoduo provides a platform for buyers with value for money merchandise and fun interactive shopping experiences. Pinduoduo offers a social shopping experience that leverages social networks as an effective and efficient tool for buyer acquisition and engagement. So it reminds me of the Pinterest of China. So if you've seen how Pinterest has done, and you go look at Pinduoduo and their AI intelligence and what they're doing with the social platform and buyers and so forth, then you can think of it as the Pinterest of China. Now, if you search up the price targets on this one, you'll be impressed, and it's currently sitting at 124. The highest reliable source price target was 230. So I mentioned this on March 24th. That was on Wednesday, right? So I usually do weekly posts, right, on stocks that I'm watching every single week. And throughout the week, if opportunities like this one, because of fear in the markets and the investors are having a lot of fear, right, it makes it seem like an opportunity. I will mention it to the Patreons throughout the week as well. So you guys get a weekly watch list, and you're going to get opportunities as fresh as I can get them to you. So the 24th was right here. Okay, I mentioned it that afternoon as it was falling. It was sitting at 124 and some change. And then the 25th, it dipped to 119. And since then, it's been running, and it hit a high here of 139. So at this low here, it went up by $20. And from exactly when I mentioned it, it's gone up $15. Okay, do I think this still has room? Possibly. Now, the market is a little bit, rocky. So you want to be aware that some of these stocks, they can run up real fast and then all of a sudden fall again. But when you think about it, 124, and 119, we haven't seen those numbers since November, and that's when it was running up. So anything close to, $100 to 120 is a steal with the growth of this stock when you think about it long term and the way it's grown, and also all the price targets. So any other pullback is just a bigger opportunity, right? You don't want to look at it as a setback, if not an opportunity to position yourself for the next run, right? So when I mentioned it, it seemed like it was going to be temporary, and it certainly did. Now, the stock market overall is kind of rocky, like I said. So you want to be aware of this stuff, but you want to also look at it from the price target. 240, 230 is the highest that I've seen. And if you believe in the company or you understand it, right? Because this is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions. And you understand it and you like it, you should be focusing on the price target, and anything below that is an opportunity. But for those that actually saw it as a short-term opportunity, that pullback to here, $20 per share, buying 10 shares, that's $200. 20 shares, that's $400 in just a matter of 5 days. That's the way you got to go ahead and see what the opportunity lies with and what is it given to you and what is it that you're trying to receive from it. But I'm always here to try to get you guys into opportunities that are presenting themselves. And honestly, anything below 160 with those price targets seems to me like an opportunity for the long run. And in the short run, exactly when I mentioned it over at the Patreon, was one of the best times to get in on this and ride this wave for as long as it looks like it's going to have strength. And if it gets weak, at the end of the day, as long as you get out before getting back to 124, there was an opportunity there that was a lot more than 13 cents a day, which is what it is to join my main first tier of $4 over at the Patreon. For 13 cents a day, you'll receive weekly watch lists and opportunities like this one and many more that are going to present themselves throughout the week. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.